is hot outside and it is hot inside. It's even warm in the ocean. And if you're wondering what in the world is going on, you're far from alone. KITV4 meteorologist Pete Cajano live at Aloha Park tonight with details on a new study that claims to have the answer to part of that question. Pete?
Thanks, Kenny. Yeah, it's a hot one out here. 92 degrees. That's 1 degree shy of a record. Record is 93. Trade winds have returned today. That is good news, but still a very hot day. And you know what? Temperature not the only thing that's above average. Sea surface temperatures have been high, and that's a trend that's been happening for years.
Give us a little bit more cool trade winds and, yeah, some of our breeze back.
That's a pretty popular sentiment, as the Aloha state has been the heat state as of lately, steadily around 90 degrees. Several things are causing the heat, including tropical activity in August and in September. And the National Weather Service says
it's been sort of a global circulation pattern that has just cut off the trade winds for us.
Professor Stephen Businger says we should get used to that, as climate change is already underway.
What this is showing is that from 1950, summertime temperatures to 2012, summertime temperatures are getting warmer and warmer.
And the temperature has not been the only thing that's climbing. Sea surface temperatures are high too. In fact, temperatures are not only 2 to 3 degrees higher this summer, but in the Pacific waters between Hawaii and North America, they've been on the rise for over a century. A new study submitted to the National Academy of Sciences says don't blame global warming. Instead, it's a change in wind patterns. Critics of the report say we're thinking too small here.
But I think that the underlying question here is how do you really assess global warming? Can you assess it by looking at just one spot in the North Pacific and arguing about what is the cause of that warming? Or do you have to look at the entire globe from North Pole to South Pole?
As for our current hot streak over the past few months, it's impossible to pinpoint any long-term cause, but some think the trend will be for hotter summers.
But here's the concern. I would say 30 years from now, these conditions are going to be considered cool.
And though the trade winds rather have returned, and many here on Magic Island are happy to hear that. Still a very hot one out here, and it's scary to think that what we've experienced over the past few months could become the new normal if current trends continue. Reporting live, Pete Cajano, KITV4 News. Back to you.
That would be pretty scary. Thanks, Pete.